Hello everyone, welcome back to the No Man's Sky series. We are on part 3. We got a little catching up to do. After part 2, I recorded a good 45 minutes of content for part 3, just to find out I wasn't recording the entire time. So, a little catching up on what I have done. We are not in the same solar system anymore. We are 2 solar systems away. We did 2 warp drives. The previous solar system didn't have too much to offer. The story quest pushed me to do a warp drive again, so I just went ahead and did that. There. That's a good way to start the episode. Here we have a freighter. But, as I was saying, catching up, we have landed at this solar system. And I stayed here because I found something called a paradise moon. Now there are paradise planets where the atmosphere is perfect, the flora and the fauna are like bountiful and whatnot. Every now and then there could be really savage storms that will scrape across the land, but other than that, I find these to be very good places to build a base. So I was very lucky to come across a paradise moon I've never seen before. I've seen paradise planets, but not moons. I came here, I set up a base. But before we go check out the base, we will go hit up the inside of this freighter. And I can give you a tour of what a freighter actually looks like from the inside. The outsides are always going to be, different shapes, colors, whatnot. Oh my god, it's horrifying. Where is your doors, sir? And this kind of terrifies me and makes me really uncomfortable. Don't like flying around giant spaceships in the middle of outer space. That is the mother frigate, right? Y'all are frigates. That is the freighter. There should be some doors that we can fly in. Dude, this is making me way too uncomfortable. We're gonna go down to our base. I'm gonna hit another freighter up later when I know I can get inside. That's just creeping me out right now. It's making me think it's not something good. Like I said in the last episode, there's been a lot that has changed. That gave me the chills. There were no open doors. My targeting systems kept locking onto the different parts of the ship. Yeah. There's an alien ruins I need to go check out. But otherwise, this is the base that I've been working on. Paradise Moon. I called it Nova's Paradise. Because I was also lucky enough for this not to be discovered. So this is my moon. And we got a pretty decent base. It took me a little while to build. This is pretty much all I've been doing. This planet has tons of flora and fauna here, but I kind of took out a lot of it to build this building. I believe it all naturally respawns over time. I kind of hope it does. We got ourselves a solar panel up there, which is powering up a teleporter. Now, if you're at another teleporter, you can teleport to your base without having a teleporter. You just can't teleport from your base somewhere else. But we have the solar panel with the teleporter activated. We got a battery that stores up any excess energy that's not being used. And then here I have a biofuel reactor where I can throw in any kind of organics and manually power it myself. Don't know too much about the powering system. It actually goes in a lot of depth about powering up a bunch of batteries and doing solar panel fields and stuff like that. But I haven't gotten into much of that yet. I do go ahead and start all that so I can start getting lights in here. Luckily, these new designs actually have vents to where you can see, but still want to get lights in here. I have built the Galactic trade terminal, so you can come inside the base, you can go look through different parts that change every day that you can buy, or you can outright sell whatever is in your own inventory. So I can sell the gold that I gathered outside. Don't tell me I needed that gold. Okay, let me go build what I was wanting to build before I sell anything. So as you can see, when I landed, I had there was a parking space automatically here. So whenever I launch this thing, I will never be using any sort of titanium gas. And what I was preparing before I started this stream was building another landing pad, because you can build your own landing pads as well. 10 metal plates. Oh, okay. I didn't count that one when I was preparing. It's fine. Constructed. 4. So we need 6. So we need 1,200 ferrite? No. This is 50 ferrite, right? Yeah, 50. That's a 300. I'm at 12. Okay. Dang it, I was hoping just to immediately build that right off the bat and be like, boom, I got a new... That's pure ferrite, we don't want pure ferrite. You can turn pure ferrite into magnetized ferrite, and then turn magnetized ferrite back into regular ferrite dust. Don't feel like doing all that. Come out here, break down some rocks. Let me know, give me a little bit. As you can tell, my mining beam is now doing 100 plus points. I found a pretty cheap one that was a decent upgrade compared to mine, so I went ahead and bought it as well. And this is the part of No Man's Sky that will get pretty tedious and boring watching on stream, depending on if you like this stuff or not. But tends to be people don't like people just walking around farming all the time, which is why I thought I had this set up the way I wanted, to where I didn't have to go farm, but I guess not. 9, 10, 50, 100. 53. Yay! I'm glad that didn't take forever. And these big crystals here, you won't be able to break them down until you get advanced mining drill, which is something that I went ahead and built. Whenever you get the blueprints for the advanced mining drill, that's usually when I put a halt onto the multi-tool. I'll go ahead and try to find me an upgrade, and then I'll build the mining drill onto the new one. Alright, so where are we going to build this thing? Oh, I can snap it and then put a door. Oh, also a cool little tool. You can go in first person in this game. You check out your multi-tool. Sweet. So we got another. Ooh, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix grass. So we got a second landing pad. And why ever would I need two? Hopefully, I will have some company to land on this landing pad soon. See if we can't get a doorbell right there. Actually, I think we have to edit this wall. They changed this a lot. I'm trying to adapt to it. Alright, move. There used to be a way where you could just switch it to a window or a door frame. Alright, so what if I wanted to... Where'd it go? Oh, because that's... Okay, so just put... Put a door... Oh, I like that. That's cool. Oh, yay. And it fixed the roof, too. Beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna take that parking spot. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna take that parking spot, and then hopefully whatever company I get here can take over the other one. Oh, hopefully it's still... Okay, yeah. So hopefully it's still available. Alright. So that was my big plan for this episode, was to introduce the base, the Paradise Moon, which is gorgeous. I love this place. And trying to figure out where to go from this part. It's a lot to try to remember what I recorded before when I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I'm trying to go back through and remember everything so I can recap on all of it. Let's see what we have in Blaze Javelin. That is a weapon we do not have, but that is an A-class module, so definitely want to keep that. Pulse engine module. We can actually go ahead and install this. Why? It's technology. Oh, you gotta place it and then install. Oh. 14% pulse drive fuel. 6%. Boost. Okay. Not bad. Then, as you can see, as you play around with everything, it'll actually give you the like tutorials for it, and a lot of them will go into your log, and you'll have all these different missions to do. So you have your 3 storylines that we were talking about, and then down here you'll have like different pages of stuff to go through, and such as like this one is for your base building, to build a storage container, and then go on and build a bunch of other things. Let's see, what's this? This is new here. Community research. Aboard the space anomaly. Okay. Excuse me. We're gonna board the space anomaly. I don't like boarding this place. This is your your central player hub. You can run into players online in the open world, but with how vast this game is, it's pretty rare when it happens. As you get closer to the center of the galaxy or of the universe, you will start to see more and more people. But for now, if you really want to jump into some multiplayer, meet some people, see some cool ships, you're going to go to the Space Anomaly. What that is, you'll hit it very quickly once you start the game. All you gotta do is pull up your quick bar, summon the Space Anomaly, and this thing will come to you in any solar system you are in. So we're gonna go ahead and go inside and check this place out. Like I said, central hub. I might hit some major lag spikes. There could be some crazy glitches. There's no telling. So let's see what we got. Okay, either I am lagging hardcore. Yes, I am lagging hardcore. Okay. Maybe we're just gonna stay here for a second. Alright. So this is where servers and different solar systems and universes converge together, and you can actually see other players, and you can see other players' starships. A slight spoiler warning, but you will see some exotic ships, some S-class ships, maybe even a living ship. This is a S-class squid. Well, I mean, that's what I call it. No, I did not want to send an invite. Cancel. Thank you. I don't want to play with you anyway. Decline my invite so quick. I was just want to look at your ship, dude. And here we have a shuttle, which is a mix of your starship and a hauler. This one you have an explorer, has really massive scan ranges, and I don't know what else because I don't really care for them. I tend to just get my fighter class and get my hauler, and then I'm set. Got some pretty big haulers. That's a fighter. There's a massive hauler. I think that's an A-class hauler. Yeah, and that is an explorer. Ooh, and that is one sick fighter back there if I can get to it. Oh, that's not the one I thought it was. It's a cool one. It's one of the starter ones you can get very early. That is not the one I thought it was, though. Yeah, Central Hub. I believe you can talk to that person for your community quests and whatnot. A lot of different vendors here. I'm not sure what they all do. I have to go through and explore some of them, because this place has changed quite a bit too. What I do know is back here, you'll have some of the most important things. So I come to this one a lot. Now you have the blueprint analyzer at your base that you can, research new blueprints with the buried technologies that you discover. Well, it won't have all the blueprints. You have to come to the Space Anomaly. The Space Anomaly has all the blueprints you can find in the game, unless it's like story-driven blueprints. Alternative landing pad. Huh. I might have to go get that one too. But like for the landing pad, I had to come specifically here to unlock it and then get everything for it, just because I wanted to have that second path for later. This is where you'll start unlocking the vehicle bays, which I'm not sure how that works, because before the storyline introduced you to vehicles. Now it seems like you could probably just buy one and make it. Oh yeah. You want Subnautica vibes. They also added in an entire water expansion to the game. I'm not sure how in-depth, pun intended, it goes, but you can build the underwater chamber, the submarine. Is that the submarine? No, that's a shelter you can build underwater. Yeah. Nautilian submarine. Moonpool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I never really got into it before. But now I'm very excited to. And a bunch of decals, posters, decorative stuff. Decorative. A lot of decorative stuff. And then all your lighting, which is why I'm trying to play around with the powering right now. Speaking of powering, here's all your power stuff. You'll have the nuclear reactor at your blueprint analyzer. I think you'll have solar panel and battery too, so you don't really have to come here for any of that. Hydroponics table. You'll start doing planting, farming, you know, all kinds of stuff. And then you got all your building structures. So like these specific roofing pieces, you can only get here. And these are like weird geometrical shapes you can use to like really push your base to the limits, I guess, with perfectionist. I don't know. And then you have your multi-purpose. Oh, I'm sorry. Your cylindrical room, square room. Yeah, some of the bigger pieces. Whereas mine, I just built mine out of walls and floors. Here, you can actually just piece things together room by room. And then they have smaller prefab rooms you can use. You can take a tiny little cube room, connect them all together in whatever kind of shapes you want. And then all of your technologies, which you want to get into first. You want to get your trade terminal, your teleporter, landing pad. I mean, if you're playing by yourself, you don't need a landing pad. Just go find one and then build at it like I do. And then also the perk of picking a place that has a landing pad, generally it has a pretty big flat area to build on as well. Yeah, let's check out Exosuit. 10,000? Oh yeah. Can I do that over and over here? Probably not, right? Little OP. Yeah, I guess I can't do it again. That's cool. So that's here whenever you do come here. Please ignore whatever you see down in the chat. I do not approve of any of it, but I cannot stop it. I'm about to stop it though. We're about to go ahead and head out of here. Ooh, we got some new ships in here. This here is a S-Class exotic. Got another admirer here, unless that's the owner. Oh yeah, that's the owner. Nice ship, dude. That's a good find. Gorgeous. Can we see you take off? Ah! They move too fast. Yeah, some outrageously gorgeous ships in this game. You start seeing some of the basic models and you're like, okay, you know, they look pretty cool. No, there are some really badass looking ships out here. You just have to know where to find them. Alright. That was a space anomaly. The central player. Multiplayer. Go do your dances with other astroneers. Or, I'm sorry, space anomalies. What are we gonna do now?
Hostile scan detected.
Ooh, okay, cool. So we got hostiles coming in. We're gonna pull up our communicators, see what they want. They want us to pay, and then they'll leave us alone. We're not gonna do that. I am flying a B-class starfighter. We should be able to take out anything that comes towards us. We got 2 of them. Now, something you want to be careful with when you are doing these, I guess, dogfights. You don't want to shoot at the space station. I'm not sure if plans will count too. But there is a security system on this game that I recorded in the part I thought I recorded by the before. They're called Sentinels. They will come after you if you do any kind of crime. Such as shooting at the space station or any kind of secret facility. Sentinels will also roam the planet, and if they see me harvesting the planet for resources, they will attack you too, just for harvesting resources. They're not exactly friendly, they're not good. I don't think I have Sentinels on Paradise Moon. I think that's another perk to Paradises. There are no Sentinels. We're gonna go check out that alien artifact. I got this beacon when I first got here and I never went, so we're gonna go there now. I don't think this is a storyline mission. Could be wrong. Okay, so here we have the crashed freighter. The game's trying to load in, so it'll slow your starship down to force the game to load. I did crash last night, and it was kind of disappointing. Hoping that was just a one-time thing, or I feel like I'll crash a few times. But you can land here, and there's a bunch of buried cargo underneath all that debris that you can salvage from. And I'll have all sorts of materials and money for you to collect. But we are not here for that, so we can keep it in mind for later. You'll run across tons of them. All these structures and everything, you'll find a bunch of them on every planet. Unless it's a planet that doesn't support life, you won't find anything on that planet. So here we have some kind of alien structure. It was just something my scanner picked up when I entered the solar system. Yeah, let the game load in. That's the only downside of this game is how massive it is. It takes a minute for everything to load. And it only loads it pieces at a time. You gotta be patient with this thing. And me being on a pro, and I've already crashed once, you gotta be careful. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. I remember these structures. Oh, I think I do. Yeah. You can see I increased my standing with the Geck. So, in the last episode we talked about the 3 species that are in the universe. You can increase your standings with each of those, each of the species. And you can also decrease them, you know, make them enemies towards you. But generally, you just want to increase all of them as much as you possibly can. And visiting an alien well, I guess this wouldn't be alien. It would be a Geck artifact that was left behind by the ancestors. You come here, pay your respects to it, uh, do whatever kind of questions or whatever it cycles you through. It can be very vague at times to try to figure these things out, but they are definitely beneficial. It was definitely worth coming here and increasing that standing. Increasing standing early on is going to be very helpful for later on. Alright. Yeah, I didn't really prepare much after this for what I was going to do next. It's a very hard game to set your mind to do one specific thing, because other things always pop up in front of you. Yeah, like I said, playing this game is great, but watching it, most of the game is running around harvesting materials, exploring somewhat of the same thing over and over. It's part of the journey. It makes sense a little later on through a story. I mean, things vary up. You can see through the updates that they keep changing everything and keep making it look amazing. But the continuity of watching somebody harvest rocks for 30 minutes, it can get a little down. Like, just me looking through my logs, I'm like, okay, I have to go collect those, I have to collect that, I have to go here, there. So instead, I talked to Polo, who is a NPC character on that space anomaly we went to. He will have a storyline mission for you. And one of the things he can do is he can give you a black hole, or directions to a black hole. I don't think it was in this system. I think he gave it to me through another solar system.
Orbital station coordinates received.
So that's the anomaly. That's Atlas. That is going to be one of your storylines. We're looking for the black hole. There you go. Pass selected black hole. Jesus, how far away is it? Good lord. That is 4 systems away. Ah, so this is your galaxy map. I don't think I introduced this in part 2. Another thing, forgot, recorded, blah. Every single one of these stars you can go to, land on it, check it out, check out what kind of planets. I could take this camera and just come all the way out here. Take this star. I can open this star up, see every planet and every moon that this system has. And I can see by that icon, you can see 1305 light years away. Right beneath that, it has that little face icon. That shows me what species lives in this solar system. So if I wanted, and that species, the species in particular is the Korvax. So if I wanted to go increase my Korvax rating, I could go into their solar system and do missions for them. That solar system is a very, very long way away. I don't even remember where I'm at. There's my line. But yeah, it is absolutely massive. And if we cycle through, we see Galactic core. So we are here. The Galactic core is that very bright star, whatever, that you can see out there. The essential story mission, like there are 3 story missions. The very essential one is getting to the core. I think that's been the main mission throughout the entire lifespan of the game, has been get to the core of the universe, find out what's there. And this will put you on a path to get there. If you were to follow this path specifically, it could take you a long time. but you will, like I said, you'll run into black holes. You can get directions to a black hole, and the black hole will take you closer depending on where you are. Now, if you look in the top left hand of the screen, you can actually see a picture of the entire universe, the center of it, and then you can see my little yellow dot on the bottom right of the center. So I'm actually very close to it, closer than what you normally spawn in at. And my first system that I started at was right there. We started right here, and then we moved closer by 2. Yeah, that is our galaxy map. What's the next system? A Geck. Water. But I don't think we're gonna warp anywhere just yet. There's still quite a bit of stuff I want to do in this system first. Hey, can I board you? Ah, I can. See, you're looking for that icon right there, freighter. And this is why it terrified me when we were looking at the other ones. I was like, where's the icon? Where's the open doors? Now you see this? That has doors. You can come inside this one. That's why I was so terrified of the other one. I'm like, why are there no doors? Why does it look so hostile? Alrighty. This is the inside of a freighter bay. Any freighter you buy, go into, whatever, this freighter bay is going to look exactly the same. You're going to have 3 rows of 3 slots, fitting a total of 9 starships inside. And just like a solar or a space station, you can run up to all these NPCs, talk to them, and purchase their ships if you'd like. That is a big hauler. Holy hell, looks like a giant chicken. Alright. So now we're going to make our way into the command center. Now, if you don't own it, none of this really means anything. If you do own it, you'll control your entire fleet through your companion over there. You will have the galaxy map where you can warp your freighter wherever you want it to warp to. And I don't remember what the other 2 do. But you can come up here, talk to the commander. And he talks about not wanting to be owner anymore and blah blah blah. You can offer to buy the freighter. Freighters are very expensive. Of course, they're very useful, but they're very expensive. Don't buy a freighter, because I'm about to show you how to get a free freighter. Actually, looking at time, I might have to wait till part 4. You can come back here. The bay is down below. You can come back here into this open area. If you own the freighter, all of this will be your base building area. You can build rooms, like a doorway here into a room that'll have different command posts that you can use. And you can build like hallways, rooms, all the base building stuff will be used up here. So you can legitimately build your own portable base. And if you do have the freighter and you can build, and you decide to build in here, don't delete these, because these refill. I'm not sure what the time limit is, but they refill every time, whatever, and you can stock up on a lot of free stuff that way. For now, we're gonna head to the bay. We are going to head back to base, plan out what we want to do ahead of time, and then I want to get the free freighter. And it's not a glitch, it's not a bug, it's nothing like that. It's a legitimate free freighter for helping out a commander with a problem he has with sky pirates. Space pirates. So for now, let's just head back to base. Wherever base may be. if you're close to a planet or a freighter, it'll pull you out of your warp drive. Oh god, don't do that. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and end this video here. I'm going to start harvesting a bunch of hypercells so we can start warp jumping to new systems. Now the reason why we're going to warp to new systems, in order to get the free freighter, sorry about that, the damn mic cut out on me. Anyway, to get the free freighter, what we're going to do is we're going to warp drive to a new system. And we're going to hope that as soon as we enter the new system, we're going to get a radio transmission from a freighter. They're going to say, we need help, there are pirates all around us trying to kill us. You're going to, well, the freighter's going to pop up right in front of you, so you'll know. You're just going to fly around, kill all the pirates. Do not accidentally hit the freighter, because if you do, you'll mess the whole thing up. I've done that the hard way. Kill all the sky pirates. It's very easy. You can do it with your starter ship. Once they're all dead, you'll get a transmission to board the freighter. So you'll do what I did, board the freighter like we just did. Go up the stairs, visit the commander, and he will show you his freighter, and you can claim it for free. No downsides, no nothing. Now, the freighters are ranked just like the starships are. So I have a B-class starship. The freighters are ranked the same way. C, B, A, and S. I think there's S classes. I don't know. But say if you really wanted to farm for freighters, once you find that specific solar system that activates that event, you can go ahead and reload your save from right before your warp drive. Because that system will always activate that event every time you enter it for the first time. But the freighter itself will be different every time. So if you care enough in the beginning to grind for an A class, go right ahead. If it's your first freighter, I wouldn't really worry about it. Just having the freighter is such a benefit to the game. It's amazing. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do for part 4. And try to find some hypercells, or make some hypercells, convert them into hyperdrive energy, and then we'll start the episode with us warp jumping system to system to system until we activate that event. It usually doesn't take too long in the beginning. I've already jumped twice, which means I should be getting close to it. And of course we'll hit every every space station in every system, so that way we log them all and we can fast travel just specifically from the system, the stations themselves. So I will see y'all in part 4. Thank y'all for stopping by.